Good morning. Today I am finishing up seeding my tomatoes for this year. I am currently doing the beefsteaks and I just have a couple more to do. That's it for these rows, and I also have another tray which I seeded some cherry tomatoes, which are chocolate sprinkles, and Nature Bites. Those are the two cherry tomatoes we planted this year, and the other regular tomato plants we have are Mountain Fresh, Primo Red, and Red Juice. I'm going to finish watering these, and then I will put them back on the warming mats to keep them nice and warm so that they germinate well. And they also need to stay moist, so you have to water them pretty much every day. When I initially plant the seeds, I use the 512 plugs. I can put more in at one time, and then once they get big enough, then I transplant them over to the 72 well tray. And the benefit of that, especially with the tomato plants, that you can plant them in deeper. They get a better root system, and they'll grow healthier. Okay, they're all watered, and I'm going to put them in the shelves over there, and they sit on a warming mat so they stay nice and warm. Okay. This is my system here where I put my seeds on. Down here in the bottom two shelves I have warming mats, and so once they're seeded they stay here until they germinate, and then they either go over here, which I don't have grow lights here, but on the top two racks I have grow lights, and then once they germinate and they're a little bit taller, they need the light to continue growing properly, so I have the grow lights there. We also keep the temperature in this room at about 65, 66 degrees constant. Hello, today I'm going to be transplanting the seeds that I planted in here about 2 weeks ago. There is, I believe, 512 seeds that go into the plug tray, and I'm putting them over into a tray that has 72 wells. I already took out a whole bunch of here yesterday, so these aren't the only ones that came up. Most of these I have 2 more trays like this already done. So I'm taking the bigger ones out and I'm putting them in the wells in here. And what I've been doing is I poke a hole in there just to give it some area for the root. And then I will pull the biggest ones in here and just try to be as gentle as I can. You can see it has a little root in the bottom. And then I plug it in there. I use my pencil eraser to push it down a little further. With the tomato plants, you want to push them down almost to the top of where the leaves are coming up, so they get a better root system. When I find that when I leave the soil too wet, I have trouble pulling them out, and the roots get ripped up. So this morning I took them off the water trays and I let them dry up a little bit, and then you can tell that they kind of pull out nicely with all the root systems undisturbed. And then I can just push them down with the pencil and put the soil around them. Okay. So I finished putting the seedlings that were in the plug tray into the 72 well tray, and these are my beefsteaks, and they're tagged so I know what's what. And so they'll get watered at least twice a day and just finish growing here until they're ready to put outdoors in the high tunnel.